Hi there, name's Jack Louisiana Hammer Sponge. Nice to meet you. A lot of people make the mistake, the silly mistake, of appreciating their gear and striving to improve their skill set instead of looking to the future for new releases to ponder. That's your first mistake. So today I figure we talk about the gear that I haven't tried, what I think could be potentially good, better than I thought it was. I've probably made a video on each of these cameras and lenses saying they're shit. I could have been wrong. Let's ponder.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
So first, let me say I missed that Sony A7C. We got to talk a little bit about it. I sent it back. Thank you so much, Camera Canada, for hooking us up. That was fun. And I've been making videos on the A7 III. We did the comparisons. So we saw that the A7C does have the better science, color-wise. Unless you're in HLG3, then it's like identical, which is what I would be in anyway on the A7 III because S-Log2 can't autofocus well, but the A7C fixed all that. So that's a life hack. Like there you got your dynamic range and it focuses well. Although, I will say this, some user error may have crept into our lives. I was noticing, I've made like 3 or 4 videos on the A7 III, and it's losing me. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And that white box was turning gray. I'm like, why? Why? I had it set in flexible spot, little squirrel hunter mode. Oh, I'm a moron. So I set it back to wide. Everything's good to go now. I'm a moron. But the fact that the Sony A7C can autofocus well in S-Log2, has better color science, a flippy screen, and you could catalyst browse your way through life if you borrowed a computer from Steve Jobs' grandmother, who's actually really good at, she's who taught him. He didn't do anything. But I'm pretty happy with that A7 III, I tell you. Now that I have the U-Rig thing, I prefer it to the Fuji X-T4 if I'm being honest with you. Sorry, little buddy. I like it. I like it a lot. So the first camera that I'm curious to try that I haven't yet, can you hear that? Oh, what the hell truck is that? Let's avoid that. The Sony A6600 with a 10-18. Tony 4. That's not very inspiring, but from what I've seen, I don't know what YouTuber scrubs are doing out there with the Sony systems. They make it look so much jerkier than it needs to be. Like, don't hold it by the grip, asshole, and walk. Why isn't it smooth? I'm walking like a ninja would if he's late for a bus. So I have a feeling the 10-18 being stabilized plus the IBIS handheld in the right way, that could be a GoPro alternative that actually records your files. It's pretty light. I'm curious, but if I'm being honest with you, Tony 4 ain't enough. That's a Tony 6 APS-C equivalent. Come on. I could actually try that lens on the Sony A7 III in APS-C mode and get the same effect, even better probably. I should just do that. I saw it on Kijiji. It was like $650 or something. I was like, do I really want to $650 for a Tony 6? I don't know about that. And yes, I've heard you can use it on full frame if you just zoom into 16, the vignette goes away. The corners look worse than a basement full of cobwebs does. We're still waiting on the Sony A7000 that never came. That should be the Sony A7S III of APS-C world. Could be, probably won't. The next camera I'm curious to test is the Panasonic S5. I don't know why. I don't know why I want to put myself through the horror, but it could be fun. Full frame, Panasonic, V-Log outside, dynamic range. Terrible colors, never in focus. I want to try that. Panasonic users eat soup with a fork, but if you can look past that, it might be good enough. With that 20 to 50, I think that's their lens, 3.5, you get a minor amount of separation. It's somewhat light, not really. Could be good stay, but I doubt it from what we've seen. Hey, buddy. Oh, you're a buddy. You are my buddy. Here. Did you get it? Hey, buddy. Here, here. Oh, God. Man, those neighborhood squirrels are skittish. They're no park squirrels where they're fed every day. They actually come up to you, jump up your leg. So the Panasonic, at least they have 180 frames per second. It's no 240. Let's be real with ourselves, but it's better than the standard 120 loser P. You're a P. I'll pee on you. It will probably disappoint our hearts, but still I want to test it and see, and know confirmed science, autofocus, still the same. From what I've seen, there's this one shill. I remember he commented on my video saying, not even honest about something, like he thought I was a Sony shill or whatever it was. I forget the comment, it was so ridiculous. And then I look on his channel. Oh my God, he hit the bricks. He just ruined his whole porch thing. Can you see it? The stone walkway. This is good content, trust me. You ran over your porch. Yeah. It's not a porch. I realize that. I realize it. So I saw this YouTuber, I'm not gonna say his name, but so he was reviewing the Panasonic S5. Clearly he was sent it. He's a Panasonic ambassador. And in the video, it's hunting so bad. Like it's the worst autofocus you could ever imagine. And he's saying like, it's not bad, it's improved, it's a lot better. It's not as bad as you think. And it's like going out of, like who are you talking to? What video are you watching? You don't even watch your own videos. It was such a shill move. So Panasonic, you're dead to me. Even if Camera Canada sends me a unit, I will not review it. A leaf just fell on my head. I'll only take pictures of it with the A7 III, and at least those will be in focus. Yes. Another camera I'm curious to test is the Nikon Z6. Now that the Z6 Mark II is coming, then that's the one I want to test. But either one, I'd be happy to see it. The 14 to 28 Tony 2.8, that'd be a fantastic lens. 14 mil? I can't even imagine it. Or the 20 mil 1.8. I've already seen the magic of it on the Sony. It works. It works hard. So I want to see. I was blown away somewhat by the Z50, but it just didn't have enough. That stupid, awkward tripod mount, the cage, the flip down screen, and then the weird colors in the shade. A couple things were weird. Didn't like it. But the full frame version of that, you might have something. You might have something there. So I'm curious to try it. Hopefully the Mark II comes out somewhat soon, and Camera Canada sends it to me. From what I've seen, before the Sony a7S III was released with the active Stabe, they had the best IBIS of full frame. Panasonic, not very good. Canon, that what a joke. Oh, that is hard. Hard to watch. The Canon fanboys. They eat grass. They eat grass. That's for the cows. Then you eat the cow, moron. Canon users, they don't go straight to the source. They dilly-dally around. I found Nikon's autofocus to be just spot on. It like Sony level. It never lost me ever. I could totally count on it. I want to try it. It could be the system. For all I know, if it doesn't have a flippy screen, it's going to break my heart, but I do have the UREG thing, so I could potentially use it still. And I could vlog with the A7 III without even using that. It works, because the autofocus just gets you. You don't really need it for the vlogs. It's at home where you get copyright strikes in the street for music. What is he carrying? The whole, oh God. I'm not gonna lie to you, I want that. I want that hard. I have no need for it, but I want it more than anything I've ever wanted in my life. So Nikon, I could be on your team soon. You got the good lenses. Do you have a camera that can use them? That is the question. The next camera I'm curious about is the Canon C70. It's just small enough, it's just cheap enough to be considered. I want to see what a non-crippled Canon camera looks like. Although it is still crippled. There's just tiers of crippling that they do. Every single camera until their best one is crippled in some way, segmented. It hurts my fallopian tubes. I don't know why I even want to try. Dual Pixel 2.0 was the biggest hoax in the history of the world before JFK was killed by 6 snipers and one from the sewer underneath and the car paused. But in the official video, they didn't slow it down. It looked like he just kept going, but I've said too much. But I'd be willing to give you another shot, Canon. I want to see it. The C70, it's like, okay, this is designed for videos. You give me all the stuff, although there's no RAW. That's bullshit. I wanted to try RAW. I had it once with Gerald, the Blackmagic RAW. That was fantastic. I miss it. I miss it hard.
Let me fly towards my hands, towards my hands. Let me fly towards my hands, towards my
I'll be honest with you, I'm not that curious. I just kind of want to try it. We all know the Sony A7S III destroys it in dynamic range, despite what some nerd tubers are saying. They're wrong. They know they're wrong. The last camera I'm curious about is the Insta360 1R 1-inch Leica edition. Here's the deal with that one. It's not in focus handheld. That completely ruins it. If it was, you would have had me on your side. That was definitely a hawk. Oh. You can see it. Oh God, show the hawk. You saw it for sure. Not the old man watering his lawn. He's not a hawk. But picture that, a tiny camera, wide angle lens, 1-inch sensor, fun modes in it. They have the best hyperlapse mode. I don't know how they do it, but they have some motion blur. It looks cooler than anything. You can replicate it. I tried once. That demon lapse at the end of that one video, the night test with the EM1. It looked pretty cool. It was doable. But the fact that you're not in focus at handheld, that who designed that lens? Leica did. They're morons. They just count their golds and like, oh, we'll put a Coke bottle on it. That would have been it. That would have been it. But so you do have to have a selfie stick, but I'm used to doing that. It would be a lot lighter than this. So imagine that. A little mic jack, and it's only $10 for the little mic jack, so it should be good. I want to try it. I don't know why they haven't sent me one. Someone from Insta360 messaged me once saying, do you want to try their 360 camera, the one, whatever the hell that thing was. And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll give it a shot. And then they didn't message me back for months. And then she did in a couple months and was like, oh, sorry, I forgot to, do you still want to try it? I was like, no, you're dead to me. Because I could see the reviews at that point and the workflow, like you had to render all this shit first. And I think that's still the case with the 1R in some modes at least. That hyperlapse with the blur, you have to render that in their program. Oh, I hate that. I don't even want to try it. If you send me one, I swear to God, I'll throw it in a river. So I'd be curious to try it, but in my heart, I'm just hoping somehow, even though I know the line's been discontinued, it's that X4000. That's the one. That is the one. What the hell is Sony's problem? They better be working so hard on it, like an A7S III, that it's taking this much time to perfect it. That better be what's happening in the reptilian dungeons. Because I swear, the thing was almost perfect. I've considered buying it again. That's how better it was. That's English. Because I switched to the GoPro. I was like, oh, this is more fun to use. And then it was unreliable. I traveled all across the world with that X3000. Never failed me once. Not one file ever got corrupted. No overheating, nothing. Fantastic, more natural looking stabilization. Their stabilization, while not class leading, was the most natural looking stabe. Fantastic camera. They could just make some minor updates, like just switching the modes easier, a real mic jack that actually worked. I'd buy that thing so hard. So hard. So let me know if there's any cameras that I missed. What am I missing here? I think I'm so happy with the A7 III and waiting for that A7S III. Anytime now, Camera Canada. You just put that in the stock list. Order a couple. But full frame is real, my friend. I love it. I love that Sony. Thank you so much, Flat Earth Santa. Bless your heart. Bless your heart. I'd send you some cookies, but we'll wait till the winter. That's what we trade, cameras for cookies. I sent him some brownies in the hot sun. His black mailbox cooked them, and he didn't even eat them, even though they smelled more sour than an octopus. You should have tried it. You should have risked it. So, I'm gonna leave. Thanks for buying a Camera Conspiracies t-shirt. Subscribe for more videos.